I've been paying someone $50 an hour to sit in their office and talk about you. But the real healing happens when the sky starts crying, and I stand outside and feel the storm move through. My therapist says I need to process my emotions, stop bottling them up inside my chest. But there's something about a thunderstorm that's better than any technique that she suggests. The rain knows how to fall without apologizing. The thunder knows how to roar its pain. The lightning doesn't ask for permission to brighten the darkness of the emotional hurricane I'm going through, and neither should I. Keep my feelings small and quiet and contained. So I'm standing in the middle of this downpour, letting myself finally feel again. The storm doesn't judge me for crying. The wind doesn't tell me to calm down. The rain doesn't say I'm overreacting. Nature just lets it all pour out. This is my thunderstorm therapy, better than any couch or clipboard could be. I'm screaming at the sky and the sky screams back. I'm crying with the clouds, releasing all the lack of emotion I've been holding, controlling for so long. In this thunderstorm therapy, I'm finally letting go of the need to be composed, the need to be strong. Thunderstorm therapy is teaching me to flow with my feelings, with my pain, with my rage and my rain. In this thunderstorm therapy, I'm healing again. My friends all think I'm crazy, standing here soaking wet, but they don't understand that this is how I reset my emotional baseline. This is how I process the fact that you left and I'm still a mess. My therapist talks about stages of grief, but the storm just lets me feel them all at once. The anger in the thunder, the sadness in the rain, the acceptance in the aftermath when the storm is done. There's something primal about a storm that makes me feel connected to the earth, to something real, more real than clinical diagnosis and treatment plans, more honest than my carefully worded insurance claims, about why I need more sessions, more time to heal. The storm doesn't need me to explain how I feel. It just is what it is, powerful and raw, and standing in it I feel my own power more. Let it rain, let it pour, let me feel something more than the numbness I've been living in. Let the thunder shake my core. Let me be a mess, let me be wild, let me rage like I'm a storm child, born from lightning, born from pain. Let me dance in the hurricane of my emotions. Let me be free. This is my thunderstorm therapy. This is my thunderstorm therapy. isn't always inside. Sometimes you need to stand in the rain and let yourself cry. Let yourself scream. Let yourself be. In thunderstorm therapy. The storm is passing now, the thunder's growing distant. The rain is slowing to a gentle mist. I'm standing here exhausted, but somehow feeling lighter. Like I've been to therapy and it actually worked for this specific kind of pain that can't be talked away, but needs to be felt fully, needs to be expressed in all its messy, ugly, powerful truth. The storm has given me what I needed most, release. And the check-ins when the forecast calls for rain, I'll cancel my appointment, head outside again for my thunderstorm therapy, my natural release, my wild, wet, wonderful way to find peace in the chaos, in the storm, in the letting go. Thunderstorm therapy is the best therapist I know.
Run
is warm, but I feel winter in the middle of the summer sun. Leaves are green, but I see amber since the day that you were done. It's autumn in July. Inside my heart, everything is ending, falling apart, while everyone is living in the heat. I'm watching our love lose its leaves. The calendar says summer, but I'm cold. It's autumn in July, growing old before my time, before I'm ready. It's autumn in July. Couples walking hand in hand. I'm bundled up against the breeze that only I can feel blowing through the memories. Maybe when September comes and the world catches up with me, when everyone feels what I'm feeling, I'll finally find some It's autumn in July. Inside my heart, everything is ending, falling apart, while everyone is living in the heat. I'm watching our love lose its leaves. The calendar says summer, but I'm cold. It's autumn in July, growing old before my time, before I'm ready. It's autumn in July, autumn in July.
Mirror, mirror in the neon light, show me who I am tonight. Mirror, mirror with your electric glow, do you know what I don't know? Walking through the city at midnight, I see my face reflected in every window, in every glass case of stores that are closed, displaying who I could be. If I bought the right clothes, the right identity. But in the neon lights, my reflection looks different. Sometimes I'm blue, sometimes I'm pink, sometimes I'm distant from the person I think I am in the daytime light. The neon shows me versions of myself that hide. There's the red in me that's angry at the world and its injustice, the green me that's envious of everyone who's done this life thing better. figured out the code, the purple me that's regal, walking down the road like I own it, like I know where I'm going. But the truth is in the neon, I see myself showing all the colors of confusion, all the shades of doubt, all the versions of myself I usually shut out. In the neon reflections, I'm a stranger to myself. In the neon reflections, I'm everybody else that I pretended not to be. In the neon reflections, I am free to be contradictory, to be complex, to be everything at once in these neon reflections of me. Neon reflections showing me all the people I could be. In electric light, I'm multiplying reflections I can't hide from anymore, that I'm unrolled. Neon reflections help me know that I'm not one thing, I'm not one way. I change colors every day, and that's okay, that's okay. In these neon reflections I can stay complicated, multifaceted, undefined. In these neon reflections I don't mind being everything and nothing all at once. In these neon reflections I'm front and center of my own complexity. These neon reflections set me free. There's a bloomy in the window of the closed down diner, looking melancholy, looking minor, key instead of major, looking like she's given up on trying to be happy, on filling her cup with anything but sadness. But I know she's still in there, the bloomy that I try to hide, the me that's full of despair sometimes, and that's okay. She deserves to be seen, even if she's not the version of me I want to be. And there's a yellow me in the storefront, looking bright, looking like she's figured out how to chase the light, rolling under mystic, looking full of hope and dreams. But I know she's fragile, held together at the seams by positive affirmations and forced smiles. She can only last for a little whiles before she fades back into the darker shades. But in this neon moment I appreciate she stayed. What if all these versions are equally real? What if there's no true me underneath what I feel? What if I'm all the colors, all the contradictions? What if I'm these neon reflections without restrictions of having to choose one, having to be consistent? What if change is the point? What if being insistent on being one way is what's been holding me back? What if I need to embrace every color in the pack of who I am, who I've been, who I'll become tomorrow? What if I need to let go of the sorrow of thinking I should be one thing, one way, one person? What if all these neon reflections are a reversion of the truths that I'm complex, that I contain multitudes? What if that's not confusion but a multitude of possibilities of ways to be alive? What if in these neon reflections I can thrive? Neon reflections showing me the full spectrum of who I can be. In electric light I'm every shade, every version I've ever made of myself. In different moments, different moods. In these neon reflections there's no lose. About consistency, about being one way. I change colors every single day, and that's beautiful, that's fire if you. In these neon reflections I'm colorful, complicated, ever changing. for showing me tonight that I'm every color in the spectrum, and that makes me special, not separate from myself, but whole, but complete. These neon reflections are bittersweet, reminders that I'm human, I'm complex, I'm alive, in all my colors, in all my colors that fly.
Shake it, watch it develop. The memory slowly coming into view. Shake it, like our love that never quite came into focus, me and you. You pulled out your vintage Polaroid camera at the party, said you liked how analog captures moments more honestly than digital perfection with its filters and its edits. You took my picture and I watched it develop, and I said it's beautiful the way the colors slowly emerge from white, the way the image takes its time to come into the light. You said that's how real love works, it develops gradually, not instant, not immediate, but worth the wait to see. We spent that summer taking Polaroids of everything, every sunset, every meal, every small and simple thing. You take pictures of me laughing, of me sleeping in your bed, of me reading by the window with the morning light on my head. You said you wanted to capture me exactly as you saw me, not pose, not perform, just existing authentically. I loved how you looked at me like I was art worth preserving, like every moment with me was a memory worth deserving, a place in your physical collection on your bedroom wall. You said someday we look back at these and remember it all. But Polaroids fade over time, the colors lose their saturation. The images grow pale and dim, lose their original sensation of brightness, of vibrancy, of the moment they were taken. And maybe that's what happened to us, maybe we were mistaken to think our love was permanent, to think it would stay clear. Maybe like a Polaroid, we were always meant to disappear. Vintage Polaroid love developed in the moment, seemed so perfect when the image first showed its components, parts of light and shadow, chemical reactions on paper. But now you're fading, like a memory I can't capture. Vintage Polaroid love can't stop the deterioration of colors turning sepia, of losing the elation we felt when we were fresh, when we were new, when we were bright. Now we're a vintage Polaroid love fading into white. I'm watching us disappear, I'm watching us grow pale. I'm holding on to Polaroids of a love that couldn't prevail against time, against reality, against the chemical process of everything eventually fading into nothingness. I found the box of Polaroids you took of us that summer, under my bed where I'd hidden them, where they'd grown darker. than they were when they were fresh, when they were new. Now I can barely make out my face, can barely see you. In the images at all, they faded so much over these years. I'm crying looking at them, but I'm not sure if these tears are for the love we lost or for the physical proof disappearing that we ever existed together, that what we had was real and not just a figment of my memory growing more distorted each day, like these Polaroids that are slowly fading away. You used to say that digital photos last forever. That's why you preferred Polaroids. You said whatever happens in life happens to the photos too. They age with us, they change with us, they show the truth of impermanence, of entropy, of time's effect on all things. I thought it was romantic then, but now it stings to realize you were telling me our love would fade, that you knew from the beginning we were just a Polaroid made to develop beautifully and then slowly disappear. And I was too busy watching the innings appear to notice you were already planning its disappearance. I was falling in love while you were managing your clearance of emotional attachment, keeping it light, keeping it brief, like a Polaroid in joy, and then lose without grief. Which lie to preserve them, these Polaroids of us, kept them away from light, away from dust. But nothing stops the fading, it's just chemistry. The same way nothing could stop you from leaving me. It was always going to happen, it was always in the design of Polaroids and of us to fade over time. But I didn't want to believe it, I wanted to think that we were different, that we weren't on the brink of disappearing, of becoming ghosts of what we were. But now I'm looking at these faded pictures where we used to be so clear, so Every morning at 7:15 I board the same subway car, heading downtown to a job that's too small for my dreams so far. But I don't mind the commute, because the busker on platform 3 plays guitar and sings songs that feel like they were written for me. Today he's playing something melancholy, something about lost love, and everyone's pretending not to listen while they stare above at the amphitheaters, at their phones, at nothing at all. But I can see we're all affected by the rise and fall of his voice, echoing through the station like a prayer. We're all only here together, we're all going somewhere we don't want to go. And his music makes it bearable, makes the ordinary commute feel almost magical.
There's an older woman who hums along. I've seen her here before. She closes her eyes and sways slightly, like the music's opening a door to memories she's kept locked away in the routine of daily life. Maybe she's remembering being young, being someone's wife before he died, and before she became this solitary figure on the morning subway, humming with barely a flicker of emotion on her face. But I can tell she's somewhere else, somewhere the music is taking her, where she can be herself as she was before whatever happened to bring her here alone to this subway platform every morning, year after year. We're all strangers, but we're sharing this subway soundtrack, this moment of beauty in the morning that we can't get back. Once we board the train and scatter to our separate lives, but for these 3 minutes while the busker's song survives, the noise of the city, the rush of the cloud, we're together in this bubble. We're allowed to feel something, to be present, to be here. We're all strangers, but the subway soundtrack makes it clear that we're all human. We're all searching for the same things. We're all hoping that today brings something more than yesterday, something worth the commute. And this subway soundtrack is the proof that beauty exists in the mundane, that music can make strangers feel the pain and the hope and the longing together for a while. This subway soundtrack makes the journey worthwhile. There's a young guy in a suit who's clearly late for work. He's bouncing his leg anxiously, but then the busker hits a note that jerks him out of his stress spiral, makes him stop and really listen. His eyes meet mine across the platform, and in that precision moment we understand each other. We're both trapped in lives that don't quite fit. We're both just barely getting by, barely alive. But this music reminds us that there's more than spreadsheets and deadlines, more than performance reviews and bottom lines. There's art, there's someone brave enough to stand on a subway platform with a guitar in their hand and sing their truth, sing their pain, sing their joy. And we're all better for hearing it, girl and boy, woman and man, young and old, rich and poor. We're all human on this subway platform 4. Sometimes I wonder about the busker's story. What brought him here? Does he have dreams of stadiums, of crowds who came to hear him sing? Not just commuters rushing past with barely a glance. Or is this his dream, this subway platform, this daily chance to share his music with people who need it, who
who are lost in the machine of modern life, in the tremendous cost of living in this city that demands so much, gives so little back. Maybe he's found meaning here on this underground track, more meaning than I found in my office job upstairs. Maybe he's richer than all of us because he dares to do what he loves every morning, to share his gift while we all trade our hours for paychecks, for the shift of another day survived, another dollar earned. Maybe he's the one who's learned the secret of living while we're all just existing, commuting to jobs we hate, resisting the pull to do what makes us feel alive. But watching him, I think maybe I could survive if I took the risk, if I followed the dream. But then the train comes and I board with the stream of commuters, and the moment passes, but spell is broken and the
record player spinning like the earth beneath my feet, playing songs my father loved when he was young and free. The crackling sound reminds me that nothing lasts forever, but the melody lives on in the grooves, in the weather of this vinyl sunrise painting golden on the wall. I'm watching light come through the window, watching shadows fall. The music takes me back to places I've never been, to love stories that ended before they could begin. There's a scratch on track number 3 that makes it skip, just like my heart does when I think about your lips. The last time that we kissed goodbye in the parking lot, you said forever, but forever's something that we're not. Now I'm here alone with coffee growing cold, listening to records, listening to stories being told by people who are gone, but their voices still remain like ghosts inside the vinyl, like teardrops in the rain. It's a vinyl sunrise, analog and warm, playing back the memories in their original form. No digital perfection, just the crackle and the hiss of real life, real love, and everything we miss when we're chasing after perfect, chasing after new. Sometimes the old and broken has more truth in its scratches, in its flaws, in its beautiful decay. Vinyl sunrise showing me another way to love, to live, to let the music play. My grandmother's collection fills the wooden crate. Every record tells a story, every song's a date. marked in time, preserved in wax and cardboard sleeves. These are the treasures that she left for me when she had to leave. I play them when I'm lonely, when the world feels too fast, when everything is streaming and nothing seems to last. There's comfort in the ritual of placing needle down, in the commitment of listening to every single sound. The world keeps spinning faster, but these records stay the same. They remind me that there's beauty in taking time and feeling pain, and not skipping to the chorus, but living every verse. Sometimes the slower journey means the ending hurts less worse. It's a vinyl sunrise, analog and warm, playing back the memories in their original form. No digital perfection, just the crackle and the hiss of real life, real love, and everything we miss when we're chasing after perfect, chasing after new. Sometimes the old and broken has more truth in its scratches, in its flaws, in its beautiful decay. Vinyl sunrise showing me another way to love, to live, to let the music play. Side to side beat, flip it over, start again. Every ending is beginning somewhere buried in the spin. The needle finds the groove like we're destined to repeat. The patterns of our parents, the rhythm and the beat of life and love and loss, and finding hope in small things like vinyl in the sunrise and the way the morning sings. It's a vinyl sunrise pulling me back home to a time when music mattered, when we weren't all alone behind our screens and streaming endless catalogs of noise. There was something about choosing, making purposeful choice about what you'd listen to, about what you'd let inside. Vinyl sunrise teaching me it's okay to let things die and come back around, come back around in the sunrise, in the sound. The record's ending now, the needle's lifting up, but I'll play it again tomorrow, fill another cup of coffee, watch the sunrise, paint the room in gold, and listen to these vinyl stories waiting to be told. Again and again and again. Talks to me in starlight, in the language of the night. Constellation, conversations taking flight. We lay beneath the universe and make up stories in the sky, connecting dots between the stars like we're connecting, you and I. You point to Cassiopeia, I find Orion's belt. We're creating our own mythology with every word we felt. You say the Big Dipper is pouring out its light into the darkness of the world, trying to make things right. I say we're all just constellations, random points of light that only mean something when someone sees us in the night. You tell me about the science, about the light years in between each star in our perception, all the distances unseen, how we're looking at the past, at stars that might be dead, but their light is still traveling, still reaching us instead. I tell you that's romantic in a melancholy way, like love that keeps on glowing even after it decays, even after the source is gone, even after the end. The light keeps moving forward, keeps trying to transcend. We're wearing constellation conversations about life and death and time, about infinity and patience, about your heart and mine, about the space between the stars and the space between our hands, about the universe expanding, and if love can withstand the gravity of reality, the pull of separate lives, these constellation conversations keep our connection alive. In constellation conversations, we're mapping out our souls, connecting all the fragments into something that makes us whole. Every word's a star, every silence is the space between the light and dark in this cosmic place, where we're finding meaning in the patterns that we see. Constellation conversations between you and me. You ask if I believe in fate, if everything's aligned, or if we're just chaos, random souls that happen to collide. I say maybe it's both, maybe we're meant to be confused, maybe the mystery is the point, maybe we're not supposed to choose between destiny and chance, between the plan and the unknown. Maybe we're constellations, finding patterns on our own, drawing lines between the moments, making sense of senseless things, giving names to random clusters, giving meaning to everything. The night grows deeper as we talk, and stars multiply above, like the questions we keep asking about the nature of our love. Are we temporary light or something permanent and true? Are we fixed in our positions or still moving, me and you? You reach over and you find my hand there in the dark, and suddenly I connection in the vastness, in the overwhelming space of life and love and loneliness, trying to find our place. Maybe we're all just starlight, maybe we're all just dust. Maybe these constellation conversations are the only thing to trust. In a universe that's chaos, in a world that makes no sense, these moments of connection are our only evidence that we exist, that we matter, that we're more than just alone. These constellation conversations are the closest thing to home. In constellation conversations, we're riding in the sky, our hopes and hesitations, our hellos and goodbyes. Every word's a universe, every silence holds a star. In these constellation conversations, we discover who we are, finding meaning in the patterns, finding truth in what we see. Constellation conversations, setting us free. The stars are fading now as morning comes, but we'll be back here when the day is done to have our constellation conversations underneath the sky, drawing lines between our hearts. Loading, loading, loading up our love in digital dust, pixelated hearts breaking apart, glitching in the system can't restart. We met inside a screen glow, avatars before we met in flesh. You told me who you wanted to be, I showed you my best. We built a world of messages in pixels on a screen, the most perfect love story that I'd ever seen. But pixels aren't real life, and screens can't hold a hand. And when we try to transfer our love to where we stand, in physicality, in three-dimensional space, we found that we've been loving just an interface. You were witty in your text, you were charming in your posts, but in person you were quiet like a pixelated ghost of the person I'd imagined through the filter of the phone. Now I'm wondering if I ever really knew you at all, or just the version shown to me in carefully curated squares of your life. While I was falling for a pixel, you were struggling with strife that you never showed me through the screen's protective glass. Now we're both discovering that pixels fade so fast.
We're glitching, glitching, can't connect in real life. Lagging, dragging, and it feels quite right. Buffering, suffering through awkward conversations. Pixelated hearts need translation. From easy into physical, from fantasy to factual, but we don't have the software to make this love compatible.
through emojis and gifs, through the proof that once we had something, even if it was only on a screen, only in the cloud, only in the quiet, never in the loud of real life with its messiness, its unfiltered truth. It's reality, there's nothing like the digital proof we created of a perfect love that never could exist outside of pixels, outside of the soft glow of this screen between us, distance that kept us safe from really knowing each other, from seeing face to face the flaws we could filter out, the parts we could hide behind our pixelated hearts on the other side.
You say we should try harder, or we just need more time to adjust to each other beyond the text and a line of code that brought us together in the first place. But how do you unpixelate a heart? You do you erase the fantasy of who we thought we'd be when we're confronted with the reality that we're both just human, both just flawed and real. And maybe that's too much to feel after living in the safety of cloned communication. Now we're freezing the frustration of being present, being seen without a screen to edit through. I don't know how to love the real you when I fell for your pixels first.
Maybe we were meant to stay digital. Maybe some love is only compatible in the distance, in the space between the interface where we can be our best selves, our curated, edited, idealized versions without the burden of personhood. Maybe that's not love, but maybe it's good enough from what we need in this age of pixels and speed. But I wanted more than that. I wanted real and I wanted you, not your pixelated heart, not your carefully constructed view, but all of you, messy and true. When maybe that's where we came unglued. Pixelated pop, gathering that quest. How do you make the transition last? From behind fantasy to automation. Pixelated hearts losing their youth. That really sense their simple connection. Better we're facing this connection. Every connection, every way. Pixelated hearts can't stay in the real world, they dissolve. This is a problem we can't solve with better Wi-Fi or a stronger signal. This is fundamental digital versus actual, and we're on different sides of the screen we're locked on. Pixelated hearts logging off. This love has caused too much. Game over, game on. Seen the twitch. Pixelated hearts. Logging out of this love we built on doubt, that pixels could become real, that digital could feel like flesh and blood and bone. Now I'm alone with my pixelated heart. Back to start. Player one, game over, no continues left. Pixelated heart. warning signs, but I ignored them every time. Hurricane season's here, and I've got nowhere to hide. You blew into my life in July when the air was thick and heavy, with the promise of a storm that I wasn't quite ready for. The way you'd shaken my foundation, flooding my defenses, leaving me cleaning up the damage, counting all my losses. They said you were trouble, said you'd leave destruction, but I was drawn to danger, drawn to your seduction of chaos, wrapped in beauty of disaster, dressed as love. I should have evacuated when I still had time. Flood. The first few weeks were perfect, just the calm before the rage. You were gentle as a breeze, writing promises on every page. Oh, of my journal, of my heart, of my future plans with you. But hurricanes are patient, they wait till you're comfortable. Oh, before they show their true power, their devastating force. I watched the warning signs, but I didn't change my course. I boarded up my heart, but left a window cracked, and that's all you needed to come flooding back. Category 5 emotions crashing over me. I'm drowning in the wreckage of what we used to be. The eye of the storm was peaceful, made me believe that maybe you were different, maybe you'd let me breathe. But then the back wall hit, and it was worse than before, and I'm scattered like debris across my bedroom floor. It's hurricane season in my heart. You're tearing everything apart. I should have seen the signs, should have checked the forecast, should have known that nothing perfect ever lasts. Hurricane season and you're the storm, leaving me destroyed and worn. I'm picking up the pieces in the aftermath, trying to rebuild from the path of your hurricane season love. That wasn't love at all, just the flood. Now I'm standing in the ruins of the girl I used to be, before you came and showed me that destruction can look pretty, with your spinning words like wind chimes, sounding so poetic. But poetry can't fix the damage, can't make me less pathetic, for believing in your promises, for ignoring all the warnings. From my friends who saw the radar of the coming stormy morning, I thought I could withstand, you thought my love was strong enough. Oh, but you can't love a hurricane into being less destructive. They say to name the storm so we can track them on the map, but I don't need to name you, you're every natural disaster wrapped into one catastrophic force that I let inside my doors. Now I'm mopping up the flooding on my heart's hardwood floors, learning how to weatherproof, how to reinforce the walls, how to recognize the signs before the next one calls. Pretending to be sunshine, pretending to be rain, when really it's just hurricane season once again. It's hurricane season in my heart, but I'm building stronger from the start. I've learned to read the signs, learned to check the forecast, learned that when it's perfect to run fast. Hurricane season, or I'll survive. I'm stronger than your category 5. I'm picking up the pieces, learning from the past, building shelter that will last beyond your hurricane season. Yeah. Your name. Hurricane season comes and goes, but I'm prepared now for the blows. Warning signs, I won't ignore them this time. Hurricane hurricane season's here, but I've got nothing left to fear. You can't flood what's already been drowned. I'm on higher ground, above your hurricane season now. I walked into the museum of us today, through doors I thought I'd locked and thrown away the key. But there it was, preserved behind the glass and frames. Every moment we had lived, every version of our names. The first exhibit was the coffee shop where we first met. Your smile captured perfectly the way I can't forget. The nervous laughter, the accidental touch of hands. The beginning of our story, where everything began. I moved through the hallways of our history, past photographs of kisses underneath the willow tree, past artifacts of love letters written late at night, past sculptures of embraces that held each other tight. There was a whole room dedicated to our favorite songs, the ones we played on repeat when we'd sing along, driving with the windows down, feeling so alive. The summer of our love, forever crystallized in the museum of us, where all our memories live, behind velvet ropes and careful touch. Every moment we used to give to each other, to the world, to the love we thought would last. Now I'm walking through the museum of us, a visitor to our past, reading placards that explain what every item meant in the museum of us, where our love is permanent, but only as a memory, only as a ghost in the museum of us. What I miss the most. The curator of my heart has preserved it all so well. Every fight we ever had, every tear that ever fell. There's a section on the arguments that we could never solve, the words we said in anger that made us both dissolve into versions of ourselves we didn't recognize. The slow erosion of our love captured in chronological size. I see the exact moment when we started breaking down, when the cracks began to show and spread around. There's a gallery of all the dreams we had together, the future we imagined in our forever and ever. The house we'd buy, the life we'd build, the children we would raise, now just blueprints on the walls of this maze of memories and might have beens, of parallels unlived, of everything we promised, everything we tried to give but couldn't in the end sustain beyond the honeymoon of our beginning, now preserved in this museum room. Every postcard, every ticket stub, every tangible proof that what we had was real, even though it couldn't endure the truth of who we really were beneath the romance and the rush, now cataloged and labeled in the museum of us. In the museum of us, where all our memories stay, behind barriers of touch, keeping distance from today, from the people we've become, from the pain we've had to face. Now I'm walking through the museum of us in this hallowed, haunted place, reading explanations of what went wrong, what went right, in the museum of us, in the artificial light that makes it all look pretty but can't bring back what's gone. In the museum of us, I'm trying to move on. Maybe someday I'll stop visiting, maybe someday I'll donate my key to someone else who wants to understand what we used to be. Maybe they'll learn from our mistakes, see the signs we couldn't see. Or maybe they'll just marvel at the museum of us and think it's beautiful, this preserved and perfect love, even though it wasn't enough. The last exhibit is the ending, naturally. The goodbye in the parking lot, you walking away from me. The finality of closure, the empty space you left behind, preserved forever in the museum of my mind. I sign the guest book as I leave, write something poetic about how love is art, even when it's pathetic, how we're there's a corner in the bookstore where the poetry lives, between Neruda and Frost, between Dickinson and Rich. That's where I saw you standing, reading Ruby Core. And I knew in that moment I'd been searching for something I couldn't name, until I saw it in your face, the quiet concentration, the gentle grace of someone who still reads actual books with paper pages, someone who still believes in love through different ages. I pretended to browse the section, reaching for Bukowski, hoping you would notice me, hoping you would see that I'm the kind of person who values words and meaning, the kind who still believes that love is worth the feeling. You looked up and smiled and said, "That's a good one." And I said something clever, or at least I hope I'd done. Justice to the moment, didn't sound like a fool, standing in the bookstore corner, breaking every cool. Got ruled by being earnest, by letting you see that a simple interaction meant everything to me. In the bookstore corner where we met, between the verses and the prose, I found something I won't forget. A connection like just grows with every conversation, every recommended read, every time you understand exactly what I need. Before I even know it myself, you find the book that speaks to where I am. You only have to look at me to know my heart. In the bookstore corner where love stories are written, and ours began right there. Now every Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock we meet in the same bookstore corner. It's become our weekly treat. We share the books we've read, discuss the ones we want to try. We debate the endings, analyze the reasons why. Characters make choices, fall in love or fall apart. And somewhere in those conversations, you've been reading my heart. Like it's your favorite novel, like you wanna know each line, like my story matters to you, like your story matters to mine. You learned I love sad endings because I think they're more honest. I learned you prefer happy ones because the world's too dark, modest. Dreams need happy endings to survive the real world's pain. We disagree on almost everything, but somehow it's not in vain, because disagreeing with you is my favorite conversation. You challenge my perspective with such gentle fascination that I find myself reconsidering views I held for years. In the bookstore corner, you've erased so many fears. They say don't judge a book by its cover, but I judged you by the books you were reading. And I wasn't wrong, you're every word of every author that you love, you're exceeding. And every expectation, every fantasy I had about what love could look like if it's real and not just fad. Your poetry and prose, your fiction and your fact, you're the bookstore corner where my heart has been unpacked. in the bookstore corner where we fell between the words that others wrote. We found our own story to tell, every metaphor and quote leading us to each other, page by page, chapter after chapter, age after age. I'll meet you in the bookstore corner where love is patient, love is kind, where was there between the stacks, between the lines, in the bookstore corner, your heart and mine. Last Sunday you handed me a book with a note inside. You'd written me a poem on the title page, and I cried right there in the bookstore corner where we met, because my grandfather gave me his compass when I turned 18. Said it guided him through war and back to the woman of his dreams. Said as long as I had this, I'd always find my way home. No matter how far I wandered, no matter how far I'd roam. I kept it in my pocket like a talisman of truth, a physical reminder of my family and my roots. But somewhere in the journey of becoming who I am, the needle started spinning. It doesn't point to north again. I don't know when it happened, when the compass lost its way. Or maybe it's not broken, maybe I'm the one who strayed so far from who I started at, so far from who I was, that the compass can't find home because I'm not sure where it was. Is home the place I grew up, the house that's not mine anymore? Is home the person I used to be before I walked out the door? Is home a feeling, a memory, a state of mind? Or is home just something that I left behind? I've got a broken compass in my hand, spinning in circles, can't understand. Which way is north, which way is true, which way leads back to the me I knew before I got lost in the world so wide, before I forgot what was inside this broken compass, this broken me, searching for home, but I can't see the way back, the way through. This broken compass won't show me truth of where I belong, where I should go. This broken compass doesn't know. I tried to fix it, tried to recalibrate the needle, find the magnetic pull that makes the spinning settle into something stable, something I can trust and follow. But every attempt leaves me feeling more hollow. Maybe I'm looking for an external solution to an internal confusion about my own resolution of who I want to be and where I want to land. Maybe the compass isn't broken, maybe I don't understand what home really means. Maybe it's not a destination, maybe it's not a location or a permanent station. Maybe home is something that you carry inside. Maybe home is accepting wherever you reside. In the moment, in your body, in your changing heart. Maybe home was never meant to be apart from you. Maybe home is you. Maybe that's the lesson here. Maybe the compass has been working fine for years. What if north is wherever I'm standing? What if home is wherever I'm landing? What if the journey is the destination? What if lost is just another word for expiration? What if broken is just another way of saying that I'm becoming something new, that I'm staying open to the possibilities of change? What if having a broken compass isn't strange, but natural, but human, but the point? What if I'm exactly where I need to be in this joint? Venture with life, with growth, with transformation. What if this broken compass is my graduation from needing to know, from needing to be sure? What if uncertainty is the cure? I've got a broken compass in my hand, and I'm starting to understand that maybe there's no north, maybe there's no true, maybe there's just the journey, just the view. From wherever I'm standing in this life, maybe home isn't freedom from the strife. This broken compass, this whole me, learning that lost can mean free. To choose my way, to make my path, this broken compass taught me that where I belong. We wrote our wishes on paper lanterns, you and I. Sent them floating up into the navy blue sky. Watch them rise above the crowd, above the trees, carrying our secrets on the evening breeze. You wouldn't tell me what you wished for, said it wouldn't come true. If you spoke it out loud, if you shared it with me too. So we both kept our wishes private, kept them to ourselves, while our lanterns joined hundreds of others on the shelves of sky above us, creating constellations of hope, of dreams and prayers and desperate attempts to cope with lives that feel too heavy, too hard, too much, releasing them to the universe with a gentle touch. A fire and air and paper thin enough to fly, watching them ascend together into the darkening sky. The Lantern Festival happens once a year in our town. People gather from all over, people broken down by life and circumstance and disappointment and regret, coming to write their wishes to try to forget. For one evening that life is difficult and dreams die hard, that most wishes don't come true no matter how you guard them in your heart, no matter how tightly you believe. The Lantern Festival offers permission to grieve what hasn't happened, what won't happen, what we want so desperately, and then to let it go, release it, set it free into the atmosphere, into the cosmos, into the night, watching it disappear into a tiny point of light among hundreds of other lights, other wishes, other dreams. The Lantern Festival is more beautiful than it seems. At the Lantern Festival we let go of everything we wish we didn't know about life, about love, about the way things never turn out like we prayed. We send our wishes to the sky, not really believing they'll comply, but needing the ritual, needing the release. The Lantern Festival gives us peace. For one night, for one moment, we believe that the universe might receive our small hopes, our tiny prayers, our wishes written with such care on paper. Lanterns that we send into the sky, hoping they'll ascend high enough to reach whatever force might change our predetermined course. The Lantern Festival lets us hope, gives us a way to cope. I watched your face in the glow of your lantern before you released it. Saw the concentration, the intention, the way you creased it. perfectly along the edges. Took your time writing your wish. I wondered what you hoped for, what you would fish out of the universe, if given the chance, if granted one dream. You looked so serious, so earnest, and I felt the seam of my heart crack open a little. Felt love overwhelming for this person beside me, for this moment so compelling, in its intimacy, in its vulnerability, in its truth, that we all need magic sometimes, we all need proof that there's more to life than what we see and touch and know, that maybe somehow wishes written on lanterns might grow into reality, into manifestation, into fact. And even if they don't, at least we had this perfect act of hope, of faith, of believing for one night that our small human wishes might take flight. After we released our lanterns, we watched them climb higher and higher, losing track of which ones were ours in time. They all looked the same from far away, just lights ascending, our wishes indistinguishable from everyone else's, blending into the collective hope of hundreds of strangers gathered here. And something about that made me feel less alone, made it clear that we're all wishing for similar things. Fundamentally, we all